There's the end page. Dirk Yeller. Extremely dangerous. Wanted big reward. Scary already. I know. All right. The day Dirk Yeller came to town, the wind curled its lip. Cattle quit lowing, and tumbleweeds stopped tumbling along. Townsfolk whispered, "He starts stampedes." Would you say that for me, everybody out there? He starts stampedes. He holds up trains. He's trouble. Oh, you guys are good. But I reckon Dirk Yeller had come at a good time, because I just hit a home run through a window. Pa always said, "Sam, you're a world of trouble and curious as a tomcat." So when Dirk Yeller tromped into the post office, I dropped my broom to follow. At the post office, oh no, here we go.
"I'm looking for something,"
the outlaw growled.
"to take away my cat scratch fever."
His fingers were a-itching and a-twitching. The postmaster backed away. Hold on. But I wasn't scared. Sometimes I was fidgety too. The postmaster stammered.
Try some common elixir from the general store.
Great. Okay. At the general store, merchandise went a-flying.
"I'm looking for something,"
Dirk Yeller said,
"to keep a coyote from baying at the moon."
Mrs. Peterson drew her children close.
"Have mercy!"
But I wasn't scared. Sometimes I felt a little wild too. Why, just yesterday, I dropped a toad down the back of Emma Peterson's dress. Mrs. Peterson skedaddled. Let's see who's like,
"Try those live traps over at the trading post."
I skedaddled too. At the trading post, rakes and shovels clattered.
"I'm fixing to find something,"
said Dirk,
"to keep jumping beans from jumping."
Like Dirk Yeller, sometimes I was jumpy too. Shorty wiped his brow.
"I know nothing about jumping beans, but maybe you like these new boots."
Dirk Yeller shook his head.
"Well, go try the saloon."
At the saloon, Dirk's fingers were a-itching and a-twitching. His eyes were train tunnel dark.
"Must be something here,"
he boomed,
"to keep rattlesnakes from rattling."
Customers darted for safety, but clear as well water, Dirk Yeller just couldn't sit still.
"What you need is a nice cup of hot coffee,"
said Swagger and Sale. Dirk Yeller stomped out, and you could give us a few stomps out there. Okay. Oh, you didn't get the jailhouse in? You want come back here, Leah. We don't want you to miss your moment because I know she's been rehearsing and rehearsing.
"Try the jailhouse."
At the jailhouse, Dirk Yeller warned,
"I'm itching for something, and I won't stop until I find what I'm looking for."
"We're peace-loving folk,"
said the sheriff,
"and I'm serving you notice. Ride your horse out of town before sundown."
Dirk Yeller gulped the sheriff's coffee, then left with a slam. The sheriff spotted me. Sam? I tipped my hat and scrammed. Down the boardwalk, Dirk Yeller stomped. Let's do some stomping out there. Through dust and dung, Dirk Yeller clomped. Clomp, 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 and in the middle of the street, he stopped. I suddenly remembered what always helped me. I gulped down my jitters and stepped into the outlaw's shadow. Dirk Yeller's eyes drilled into my backbone, but I held my ground and stood tall like a world of trouble. "Dirk Yeller," I said, "if I can show you how to stop your itching and twitching and your jumping and rattling, will you promise to leave our town in peace?" The outlaw gave a snort, which I took to mean yes. "Then follow me." Before we go ahead, let's just look right here in case you missed it. There's so much humor. Like new, for sale, low miles. To my relief, glory be, Dirk Yeller tromped right after me. Inside the new building, he was itching like a dog, scratching fleas. His eyes were coiled for trouble. But Miss Jenny didn't seem, I've got to look at the book here, didn't seem scared. He's so good at this. Sweet as pecan pie, she asked, "May I help you?"
That's me. "I'm looking for something,"
Dirk Yeller grumbled.
to take away my cat scratch fever, to keep coyotes from baying at the moon, to keep jumping beans from jumping, to keep rattlesnakes from...
Come with me. Then she led the way to a tall stack of books. This one, perhaps, or perhaps this. Sorry, I'm screwing this up. Let's try that one again, Jody. Here we go. This one, she asked, or perhaps this. Dirk Yeller opened a book, then started to mouth the words. I could tell he wasn't a real strong reader. When he stumbled on a word, hard word, his face turned red as moss. Blue ribbon tomatoes. So I whispered, "Here, Mr. Yeller, let me help." Together we sounded out word after word. Soon Dirk Yeller was turning one page, then another. And the more the outlaw read, the less he itched and twitched. The more he read, the less he jumped and jittered. Sure as shooting, Dirk Yeller was sitting still. Before long, the sun sank low. The sheriff rattled handcuffs in warning. Where's the sheriff down there? We should have handcuffs, to rattle. That'd be a great sound effect. But you don't have to say anything, Sheriff, but it's okay. But you're there. Okay. And then Miss Jenny called out. Where's Miss Jenny? Closing time. The outlaw glared.
I'll be back.
The townsfolk froze and I froze too. What if I'd been all wrong?
I'll be back,
Dirk Yeller said.
to check out more books.
The people cheered. And then he winked.
And to see Miss Jenny.
Saddlebags full. Dirk Yeller rode off into the sunset. The wind blew a sigh of relief. Cattle started lowing. I suppose you could have kids do cow sounds there, moo. And tumbleweeds went back to tumble it along. Something. And ever since the library has become the busiest, is that where I'm at? One more. And ever since the library has become the busiest place in town, especially for folks with curious, restless minds like Dirk Yeller and me. One more aha. One more aha. Local librarian weds former outlaw. Return your books. Dirk. Overdue books and fines are not tolerated. Dirk, why? And then a nod to Grand Slam Sam, the narrator. Would you give them a big round of applause? Take a bow, everybody. You got this bow. Take a bow, everyone. Take a bow. Accept the applause. Yes, good job. Special guest here. Thank you. That was great.